The stars were changing. It began subtly, a shimmer here, a ripple there, as if the very fabric of the cosmos was being disturbed. Then the colors erupted. Swirls of emerald and crimson danced across the celestial canvas, painting the night sky with hues never before witnessed by human eyes. A collective gasp echoed across the globe as millions looked skyward in awe and trepidation. This was no aurora, no celestial phenomenon known to man. This was something far more profound, far more unsettling. As minutes stretched into what felt like eons, the lights intensified, coalescing into distinct shapes against the velvet backdrop of space. Gigantic, awe-inspiring vessels materialized, their hulls shimmering with an otherworldly luminescence. Panic gripped the planet. Governments scrambled, militaries went on high alert, and the airwaves crackled with a cacophony of panicked voices. The impossible had happened. We were not alone. The sheer scale of the ships was enough to dwarf any structure ever built by humankind. They hung in the sky, silent sentinels from a realm unknown, their presence a stark testament to a technology far exceeding our own. The world held its breath, caught in the grip of an event that would forever alter the course of human history. The night the skies changed, the world changed with it. The silence, when it finally came, was more terrifying than any roar of engines or blast of energy weapons. It was the silence of the grave, of an unseen predator toying with its prey. Then the world plunged into darkness. Power grids from the sprawling metropolises to the remotest outposts flickered and died. The hum of civilization, the constant electrical pulse of modernity, was snuffed out in an instant. Panic, raw and primal, swept across the globe. This was no mere show of force. This was a declaration of control. Cities, once beacons of light, were plunged into an eerie darkness punctuated by flickering flames and the desperate cries of confused and terrified citizens. Communication systems, the very nervous system of modern society, went dark. Governments lost contact with their agencies. Families were torn apart in the chaos, and the thin veneer of order that held civilization together began to fray at the edges. The world was thrown back into a dark age, its technological crutches kicked out from under it. Military installations, bristling with the latest in human weaponry, found themselves outmatched before they could even fire a shot. Missiles, rendered useless by scrambled guidance systems, sat idle in their silos. Fighter jets, their sophisticated electronics fried, remained stubbornly earthbound. The attackers, whoever they were, had demonstrated their absolute technological superiority in one swift, devastating stroke. The world watched, listened and waited, united in fear and uncertainty. From the depths of their colossal vessels, the invaders came. Transported in sleek, silent craft, they descended upon the major cities of Earth, their arrival heralding a new wave of terror and awe. They were humanoid in form, yet disturbingly alien in appearance. Their skin, a pale, almost translucent grey, seemed to shimmer faintly in the light of the rising sun. Their eyes, large and black as obsidian, held an unnerving intelligence, a cold, calculating gaze that sent shivers down the spines of even the bravest souls. Their technology, a seamless blend of the organic and the mechanical, exuded an aura of advanced sophistication that bordered on the magical. Their clothing, if it could be called that, seemed to shift and flow with their movements, pulsating with an inner light that spoke of unknown energies. They moved with an eerie grace, their voices amplified by unseen devices, echoed through the deserted streets, cold and sharp as shattered ice. Their message was simple, brutal and terrifyingly clear. Surrender or face annihilation. Their language, a series of complex clicks and whistles, was initially indecipherable. But within hours, teams of linguists around the globe, working tirelessly, managed to decipher the basic message. It was a message of conquest, of a superior race claiming what it believed was rightfully its own. The Earth, they proclaimed, was theirs now. Humanity, they declared, would serve or perish. In the face of this unprecedented threat, a remarkable thing happened. The artificial barriers that had divided humanity from millennia, nations, religions, ideologies, crumbled. Faced with a common enemy, the people of Earth, for the first time in their history, stood united. Old rivalries were set aside, differences forgotten, as the world rallied to face this existential threat. A spirit of cooperation, of shared sacrifice, swept across the globe, transcending language, culture, and geography. Scientists, engineers, and military strategists from every corner of the globe pooled their knowledge and resources. Communication networks were hastily re-established, this time utilizing secure channels and encrypted transmissions. The internet, though severely crippled, became a lifeline, a platform for sharing information and coordinating resistance. The world, once fragmented and divided, was now connected by a shared purpose: survival. From the ashes of a shattered world, a new kind of global community emerged, forged in the crucible of fear and desperation. It was a fragile unity, to be sure, but it was a unity nonetheless. And in the face of overwhelming odds, it was this unity, this shared determination to survive, that would prove to be humanity's greatest weapon. The world had changed, and humanity, forced to adapt or perish, was changing with it. The fight for survival had begun.